Learning English with the Iqbals for Class 4. Unit 8. Read aloud. Fuss buzz in a sticky situation. Video code ENG LWT.0289. Fuss buzz in a sticky situation. Breaking news: Mr. Taha is giving out seeds for free to plant trees. Go grab them. The paper boy, Fuss Buzz, shouted out the news to the neighborhood while dropping newspapers at different houses. Bam, bam. Oh boy, look at him! He didn't just shout out the news, he shouted it out loudly, very loudly. In fact, Fuzzbuzz had the loudest voice on earth, and this power made him special. He left his home before sunrise when everyone was asleep. He rode his cycle with lots of newspapers. When he shouted out the news, his voice echoed, waking people up, and they got busy talking about the news. Fussbuzz loved being a paper boy because he could scream all he wanted and no one would shh him. Wasn't that awesome? But this special power sometimes annoyed other people too. And this is where his friend Slimy comes in. Fussbuzz was not a lonely fellow. He made a friend when he was a baby. It was like slime. Being sticky skinned and gooey was his special power. Slimy stuck to everyone, including Fussbuzz. He was always there to help him. Such happy friends they were. But nothing stays the same forever, does it? The big trouble began when one day Fussbuzz had no news to spread. It was a quiet day. He was in a really bad mood. Slimy did not like to see his friend upset. How could he cheer him up? Slimy slid around, thinking of an idea. Slup, slop, slup. Slup, slop, slup. Aha! He got the best idea in the world ever. Fussbuzz, did you hear Leila never changes her clothes? Never showers at all? The neighborhood leaders are planning to teach her to stay clean by throwing her into the pond, whispered Slimy. Really? Tell me more, Slimy! Shouted Fussbuzz. Um, they think the water in the pond won't be enough. So everyone would need to get a bucket of water to throw on her. It's a neat, clean plan. You can be the first one to tell this to the neighborhood, said Slimy with a smile. Leila never takes a bath, never changes clothes. She'll be thrown in the pond. Bring buckets of water because more water, cleaner Leila. Everyone woke up as they heard Fussbuzz shout out the news. They all filled their buckets with water and went to Leila's home. Splash! All the girls dragged her to the pond. Splish splash! Everyone emptied their buckets right on her. Leila started crying, but instead of looking at her, everyone was looking at the crystal clear water in and around the pond. She was already very clean. Fussbuzz and Slimy were standing behind a tree. They got worried seeing all this. The people started shouting angrily, "Find Fussbuzz, the liar! He made us hurt an innocent girl." "Yes, find him and give him to the police." Fussbuzz couldn't believe that he gave the neighborhood fake news. He looked angrily at Slimy. Slimy looked down in shame. What had he done? Fussbuzz stepped out to talk to the people and saw an angry crowd coming towards him. Just as Fussbuzz was about to shout out an apology, Slimy slid out from behind the tree and said, "It's my fault. I made up the news to help Fussbuzz have some news for the day." "Run! Silly Slimy! They'll crush you!" Fussbuzz grabbed Slimy and ran as fast as he could. Who knows to where and till when?